live. What's going on? I cannot believe that it's been this long since I've done a live stream. But I was away on an epic trip with my family, and it was a really, really great time for all of us. But it was crazy. I thought I was going to be able to do some live streams when I was in the Bahamas, when I was in Florida, and stuff like that. And I came to find out it was just much, much easier to just hang out, soak in as much as I could on that trip, and not worry about anything social media wise. So it was kind of nice to take that kind of break too, just for a few days, and just hang out with family, and relax and get to go to all these new places and stuff like that. It was a really good time. But now we're back home. So now I'm heading to work. We are going back to another job that I have started framing out, and now we're going to put in the windows and doors today. A little bit more framing on the interior walls, and then hopefully by tomorrow we'll be able. My seatbelt. Hopefully by tomorrow we'll be able to start siding this building. So right now I'm trying to get there nice and early. It is 7:13 this morning. I want to try to get there by 7:30. I don't know if we'll get there that quickly, but yeah, so I got that going on, and then also, man, it looked like Pilot Tom that we just drove by. It might have been. But no, so like I said, I'm pretty excited to get back to work. We got a lot of things to finish up, and also, I can't wait to find out what's coming in the mail in a couple days. So, for some of you that do know or that are following along, SkyMax is sending me the Pulsar, right? They want me to have it. They want me to show everybody how great they are. And a lot of you are watching, asking about swapping over the bottom gas tank, right? A lot of you are very concerned about the old style. And a lot of you are saying basically the same thing. You guys are all claiming that the bottom gas tank is kind of cool, but it leaks fuel when you go to pour it in there. So it's not the best for putting fuel in. Some of you don't like it because you can't see your gas while you're flying, which I can relate to that part. But a lot of times when I fly, I can't even see my gas anyway, even with the gas exposed, right? But I'm not against anybody's opinion, right? So what I'm trying to do is once I get this Pulsar, so right now what I'm getting is their first Pulsar, which I'm actually excited about because yes, they do have the newest one out, which is super amazing, and I am going to be getting that one too. But what's nice is that I'm going to get their first style first, because there's a lot of you out there that actually have the first design. So I want to come in. I have actually asked for this first one. I want this first style frame, and once I get it, I want to show everybody the little projects that I'm going to do on it, so you guys can convert them over to basically the newest style Pulsar if you guys are still flying the old style Pulsar. Because to me, I've had a lot of people ask me about swapping over the gas tank and stuff like that. To me, I love doing little projects. So, and there is nothing cooler than doing little projects on these paramotors. But it depends on what type of a project that you're going to do to the aircraft, right? Like for me, I don't think it's cool to ever touch anything that has to do with bearing weight on the aircraft. So like, meaning I don't ever mind doing projects for the gas tanks, because the gas tanks have nothing to do with holding us up with the glider. So like to me, it's gonna be a fun little simple project. It might cost everybody a couple bucks to do the switch over, but like I'm already pretty sure the gas tanks are like $300, and then the kit, I'm going to try to figure out if I can figure out some kind of a kit that'll cost like, I'm hoping like less than 10 to 20 bucks to be able to purchase, or you be able to make yourself at a hardware store, but very safe. And and I've done things like this already on my first paramotor, because I've crippled my gas tank so many times on my first one from doing so many bad landings that I had a lot of custom work done to it. And really, oh, there's a stop sign up here. And really what's great is, like, sometimes it's always really nice that if you do understand welding a little bit, which I actually don't, but it's something I do want to learn really bad, because a lot of you have been asking me if I can do that kind of work. So if that's something, you know, you guys would like to maybe start seeing me do more of, you know, I already do work on all the paramotor engines. I already do a lot of things like that. I love working on them. I love working on the harnesses and stuff like that. But I've never done any of my own welding yet, but I do have friends that all do it, you know. And like the weld work that I got from my last buddy from working on that expedition, he did beautiful work, you know. And that thing is, I don't think that gas tank could ever cripple again now, even if I crashed it beyond belief, you know. But really, like I was saying to everyone, I want to really just get this so I can do these videos, do these cool projects, and show everybody that with your older Pulsar frames that are like, I think they're 2 or 3 years old now, that they can still be just as fantastic as the newest style. And the only thing that is different is the gas tank, you know, and the way that the S-bars can move around a little bit, which I'm super excited to experience, by the way. Because, like, to me, I like all these aircrafts, you know, and really, I've already gotten the pleasure to fly with almost all of them, you know. And the only one I've actually not got the chance to fly with yet is a flat top, if you can believe it. You know, it's like I've been around all these other paramotors now from hanging out with all these other people from all these videos that I make all the time. It's amazing how many people reach out to me all the time that are like from all around the area, but they're not like super close, but they're in the surrounding area, which is so awesome. And to me, I like really enjoy that part too about my videos, is that all these random people that hit me up that are actually close, that can't wait to hang out with me to go flying, you know. That is truly the best part. So also, I think I got sunburned like really bad on my lips, and I cut the inside of my lip on the trip with a straw, because I'm not used to drinking drinks with a straw. So like it hit me and it like cut the inside of my lip a little bit, and also on top of sunburn on my lips. It's like a little funny talking right now, but you know, I'm excited to be back home. I'm excited to be back to the paramotor world again, you know, and I'm actually going to make a cool epic like 15 to maybe 30-second video about me now selling SkyMax paramotors, and now also that I'm a YouTuber that makes videos on paramotoring for all of you guys, and also for Kyle from Sky Sports USA, you know, and he asked everybody to basically make a video, introduce yourself to everybody, and that's what I'm going to do. I wanted to do it yesterday, but man, coming back from the trip, I got held in that airport for like an extra 10 hours. Our flight kept getting delayed, and then it got canceled, which was terrible. And then we all thought we weren't going to come back home that night, and then luckily we were able to get a flight back to Philly, and we got back. So, but yeah, so like I said, I'm hoping that today, though, seriously, we can get into the shop. We can do some videos on the paramotors, drop a couple videos on YouTube, and just get back at it. Because like I said, I'm super excited to be showing you guys too about what I'm going to do with this new Pulsar that I'm going to get. And what's neat is that SkyMax is also going to be sending me over some other things too, which I won't say just yet. I'm going to show you guys that in my next upcoming videos. So, but you know, like what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to really debate like where I can get this paramotor store, my store shop at, right? Because like right now all I have is a paramotor hot rod shop, right, that I do all my videos out of, that I do a lot of things from, and then I go and hang out at the airport most of the time. Or, you know, you guys see me hang out at the beach, but the problem with the beach now is that this is peak season. This is like, these can be some of the most like like now when you come to flying the beach, when it comes to summertime, or when you're starting to come to the time when you see lifeguards and a lot of people on the beach, you don't go flying there anymore. You just don't. And I hate to say it, anybody that does go to the beach and takes right off next to where the lifeguards are, at least, dude, you're just hurting the sport. And I get it. There's nothing better than going to the beach and going and launching and flying, especially in front of your friends. But we've learned now that you can't just go and do that stuff. You gotta really pay attention. You gotta, like, if you go to the beach, there's other spots most of the time on beaches like that people, like, that most paramotor pilots aren't thinking about yet. And believe me, I didn't think about this stuff either until I met the other pilots. So, like, it makes a lot of sense. If you want to go beach flying, dude, go all the way to the end of the beach when it's summertime, because a lot of times it won't be lifeguards at the ends of the beach. And when you do get up in the beach, try to fly over the ocean, never on the dune side. If you go flying where the dunes are, I don't know, where am I going? Ooh, I almost just made a wrong turn. Sorry about that. But yeah, so like I was saying about the beach flying, it's like summertime, it's just best to stay away from it. And if you do it, try to be very smart about it. And try to not draw as much of it. Try to not really be that noticeable, you know. Showing off in the summertime at the beach is actually not cool. You'll actually lose that spot for yourself and other pilots. And really, like, I'm all about going a little bit more inland and doing a lot more inland flights, because really flying inland is a little bit more harder. It's there's more to it, you know. When you beach fly, we get those beach laminar winds. When you get beach laminar winds, it's the ultimate cheat code to flying paramotors. And plus, like, you guys will see me sometimes, I'll do a video where I'll do like, dude, at the beach, I can do 20 touch and goes, no problem. Or let's say 20 landings, no problem. You go doing that inland, dude, by the 3rd to the 5th one you do, your back is going to be hurting you. You're going to be sore. You're going to be, it's a lot different, because there's like, you won't be having those laminar winds now like you get at the beach, you know? But yeah, I'm getting closer to the job site now, which I'm pretty excited about. I'm looking forward to getting to work, getting back to work, just so I can keep that money flow. And then also, I'm just excited to get back into the routine of paramotoring again. Because like right now, this morning would have been an epic flight for sure if I didn't actually have to go to work. But, you know, that's why I'm always still pushing that YouTube dream. I'm never going to stop trying to push videos. I'm never going to stop trying to push out SkyMax paramotors. And I'm never going to stop sharing the epic adventures with all of you guys. So, and you know, I feel like too, in the end, I'll probably always just be a carpenter, which I'm always okay with too, but I just would love to do both. Always be a YouTuber and a carpenter. And also, dealer through selling these paramotors. And that's my goal. You know, my goal is just to keep this on going, and I do gotta really jump on the hot rod too right now, because I gotta get that transmission dropped. And my best bet is to just still take it over to my buddy's house. We're gonna drop it. And the only thing that's a shame, which I already know that he's not gonna mind at all, as long as he's not doing any projects in his shop, is that my car is gonna have to probably sit there for however long it's gonna take for the transmission to be essentially rebuilt, or whatever replaced inside. And hopefully there's nothing really wrong with it either, because there's always potential that it could be something else destroyed in the trans that could make it so it can't ever be rebuilt. But I've been reading that's very rare, so let's just hope that that's not the issue. But like I said, I lost my last gear in the hot rod, and my reverse is weird. You know, it's like, it's not always weird. If I do it slow, you can't even tell, but if I do a quick K-turn, like say, and I'm turning around like on the island or something, that's when you feel it's like this feels like it shakes like crazy or something. It's just not a good feeling. Something's clearly wrong. So, excuse me. But yeah, so now me getting close to the job, I just wanted to come on here, hop on the live. I wanted to see who'd come on. I wanted to say what's up to everybody. I wanted to tell everybody that I'm back, that I'm ready to go. I'm super excited. I got a lot of people I need to actually get a hold of back. When I was on the trip, so many people hit me up about the Paramotors, about the next oncoming videos, me with having the Pulsar coming up. So there's a lot of new things that are coming up. And also, finally, I'm getting all my lines through Cloud9, and it was actually all my fault. I actually had no idea. So what's crazy is that I have so many different bank accounts, and one of them is a dead account, and I can't believe that card number is still on my file because I've ordered from Cloud9 a long time ago when I first got into paramotoring. And what's crazy was it was with my old account card, and I told everybody that I didn't get all my lines, and now I see why. But it doesn't make sense how I was able to order like 2 of the lines. It was like, did I literally have just enough money in that old account for that? But I actually, when I found that out yesterday, I actually just called that bank and just completely canceled that account, so I don't even have that anymore, which was crazy. I thought I kind of did that. That's why I was shocked. But like I said, something got confusing, and I only got 2 of the lines when I needed to get 6 of them. So, but yeah, so we're just waiting on that, and I'll do another video on replacing all my lines and seeing how that goes too. Because a lot of times you replace the lines, there's no problem at all. It's sometimes, you know, it depends on how the glider's going to act. If it seems a little different, you should send it right out for an inspection. But me, I'm still under my time frame with it, so I still want to put a little bit more time on the Roadster before I actually send it out. And plus, I want to get it like properly cleaned and stuff like that too. But, like I always say, everybody, I don't like to pull up to the job site, especially this one, too. Like I said, I don't want to upset anybody, so make sure you guys stay tuned. I'm going to try to do another live stream this afternoon. Maybe I might do it on TikTok. We'll see, because I haven't done one on there for a while. But I will be dropping another YouTube video, hopefully tonight. So make sure you guys all stay tuned. Hit me up for any SkyMax parts or paramotors that you need. And I will see you guys on the next one. Peace out.